Hey everyone, and welcome back to Grow Leafy. Happy gardening time. It is that time where many people are starting seeds. And so I think that this is going to be something that's going to be beneficial for many of you. This was sent to me and gifted to me, but I'm going to give an honest opinion about it. And it's called the Grow Friend. Now, I know many of you are growing in very small spaces, and take a look at that. My seeds actually germinated. Now, I'm going to show you through a video that you're seeing at the top here that you're going to see me opening it up, boxing it. You're going to want to watch all the way to the end because I actually show you how I actually planted my seeds in here as well. So make sure you're not just watching part of it. If you really want to know about starting your seeds, I want you to look and see how I actually sowed in this. But it's a pretty neat product. It's called the Grow Friend. And so look, there are, I'll count how many seed cells there are in here, but look. And then it came with a base right here. And in the video above, I'm showing you everything that comes in the box, everything that's included in there. There are 40 cells in here. And so you can plant quite a bit, and particularly those that don't have space, like maybe you're in an apartment and you don't have a large yard, or you just have a balcony, or maybe it's just your counter. This will fit on your counter. Okay, so far I have liked this kit. I think it's actually a really good kit, and I would be completely transparent and honest with you if I didn't think it was. So just some things that I noticed about it. My question would be, would this thing last very long? Just because as far as the makeup, what it's made out of, like you'll see in the video, like I'm squeezing the bottom of this. It seems like like it may eventually, would it break? It's bendable, it's very bendable, but it's not like a super hard material. So I'm just wondering, what is the longevity of it? Okay, so that's what I'm wondering. I did ask the company, I said, listen, I want to get a 10% discount provided to my viewers. So if any of you are interested in buying it, please check out the 10% discount that you will get. There's a link for that you will get for it. But so far so good. Everything has germinated. I just really, my only question or concern is just the longevity of this. I wonder how long. You just may have to care for it because this material, you hear that? It's tougher than what you would normally get, like if you were just to go to the regular stores and get a tray. Sometimes they would break very easily. So my wondering is just how long does this thing actually last? That's pretty much my only question. But as you can see in my video that's, that you're watching, there's a lot of different things that come in it, and a lot of different things that's compartmentalized in here. So yeah. The other thing is, because it did not come with the instructions, which I thought that was really interesting. Why? When the instructions come with it, I had to actually reach out to the company, send them an email or a message, something like that, and they immediately responded back to me. I may have went on their website, I can't remember, but they sent me the instructions, but the instructions need to be in the box, okay? They need to be in the kit. And particularly the reason why I needed the instructions was because there's a timing on here, so a timer. So if you're wanting to set the timer for, it's like 3 hours, 6 hours, and 12-hour off and on type selections that you have. And I just want to know how to use it, and it's pretty simple actually. You just click on one of these buttons, and then the color starts changing. If the color changes to blue, then I think it was like 3 hours. If it changed to like blue and red, then it's another color. And then if it changes to another color, it was something like that, as simple as that. And it works. And the seedlings, I noticed that the seedlings sometimes would kind of lean. So I know that it's just yearning for more power in the lighting. So this does really good just to get your seeds started. But you're really going to have to put it under a stronger light when you're really wanting it to grow much stronger. Like it will do the job right now. I don't think that they're getting leggy, but they are starting to lean. So I know there's not enough lighting that these seedlings are probably wanting. So I could put this start putting this outside, but I don't want to yet because I could still get a cold snap. Or I could, and I've had this in my garage just to let you all know that's where I kept it. Or I could put it in my grow lights in my basement, but I don't want to do that because then I'm bringing it into a warmer temperature. My purpose of starting it in my garage was so that I did not have that many places to move my plant back and forth when I'm now hardening it off, which is getting it acclimated to outdoors. I just wanted it to be very similar to outside. So it's not going to take much for me to get this acclimated outside because I started in my garage. But I can tell that it's going to be it's needing a little bit more of a powerful light so that they're not leaning and stretching. I know they're just trying to find a little bit more light. All right, I plugged in everything. The heat mat should be starting to heat up. Plugged in the light, got all the accessories here. And now I'm going to now I'm going to click on switch. Oh, hey, look at that. There is light. Switch. Oh, you can have just one. Ooh. Depending on if you just, so if you just have a row that you have seedlings in, you don't have to have the whole thing all lit up working. Pretty cool. That's neat. This is a cute little thing. All right. So then dimming. Oh, you can dim it. Okay. You know, that dimming feature would help, especially if you're just planting the seeds. You want to have a little bit of light. So then when it actually sprouts, it receives light. But then the soil, if it's just sitting there, because some crops or seeds take a very long time to germinate, then if there's moisture in there, it's not going to maybe start building up the green algae on top with the bright lighting. So maybe that will help with that, because sometimes I've seen that on my soil if it's a little too moist. And then timing. Now, I'm not sure how this timing thing works, but there is a timing. So that's just one thing. I need to find out some instructions. Maybe I'll go to their website and see if I can find out information about timing. But that's pretty cool. Many of you do not have like the spacing to be able to grow your foods in like a big grow room or anything like that. So it's nice to have something that's just really small. It's this is a 10 by 20 size mat, which would traditionally fit most of your growing trays that are very long, just like a standard fit. But this is a little less than it. So let me guesstimate maybe like a 11 by 9 or 10. I'm estimating. But so this is a nice little size. So, and the other thing about this, these are your sticky insect traps. That's if you get gnats. Hopefully you're not getting gnats. I have had gnats before, and it can be a real pest. So if you ever end up with gnats, which typically happens if you're dealing with soil that has compost in it or anything that's compostable type materials, or if you overwater and your soil is just sitting there and fungus gnats, you know how that goes, then you've got some sticky traps. So if you end up not using them, you probably can even use them outdoors or in another seed tray. So these other extra little tools that are here can be used for other growing kits that you may have as well. So it's usable for other purposes. Write the names of your plants you started. You can use this in an outdoor garden, so you're not just using it for this thing. And then these little cute little scoopy things, we'll see how this goes. So I'll experiment with trying this. So interesting. All right, I'm gonna use this little gadget that comes with this thing here. Actually, let me see what else. Let's see if I did two. Oh, look at that. I can put 2 seeds in at the same time instead of doing poke like that. I'm gonna use these things, which comes with this little kit. And I guess this is gonna be interesting when I have to scoop this thing out. Interesting. But anyways, I'll just see if that works. Usually I have to poke 2 places. Okay. So anyways, this is the giant blue feather leaf lettuce, and I'm gonna do 2 rows right there. I'm gonna put down 2 seeds. Now, I actually packaged this up because I harvested this myself from my own lettuce plant last summer. And so, I'm trying to open this up. I sealed it pretty well. Let's see. Does that work to open it up? Sure does. Multi-purpose. I like that. So these were seeds that I harvested myself. Let's take a look at that. My own seeds harvested. Isn't that cool? So let's see. Let's see how that works. Oh, look at that. Usually I have to take a pencil or a little toothpick of something like that and do that. But with this thing, look at that. It does it for you. Quite interesting. Okay. I hope I get good germination with my own seeds. But let's see how that works. You always want to put in more than just one seed, just in case you don't have a good germination rate. And I am not trying to grow a lot of these anyways. I just probably want about 4 plants. So if I have any extras, I'll probably just give it away. Oops. Or just find some place where it goes. Or I just may eat the sprouts, just like microgreens. I may just eat the sprouts and just cook them so that it doesn't go to waste. But I hope these germinate. We'll see how it goes. I think that one went in. Hopefully this will be a success. When you save your own seeds, you get to save a lot of money than having to buy those packages. Okay, so I'm gonna put these extras away. And then you just wanna seal it up. Maybe I can just use this to seal it up. Yeah. Look at that, usually I just use my fingers, but look, that just seals it up for me. Very easy. You can see I just drop this in maybe just a 1/4 inch inside. Not too deep, especially with these lettuce seeds. They're so tiny. Like here, there's a chunk right here. I'm actually gonna break that up because that may pose a problem. There we go. Cover that up. That was easy to cover up too. If you want to know how I made this soil mix, check out this video that I link right here and you can see exactly how I did this. All right, so let me go here now. And I'll just keep doing the same thing. Now this mix right here is a salad bowl mix. It is by M.I. Gardner. So I think that was a little bit too deep. I don't want to go too deep. Let me do that one again. Close it back up. Let me go this way. This is actually a salad bowl mix by M.I. Gardner. And it came free as I think this one was a free. No, I'm sorry. This one is just the slow bolt mix. There is a free one that I did get when I ordered a lot of seeds, and it was this one. But this one is just slow bolt lettuce. Ooh, these are really tiny. I actually don't like how deep these little pockets of holes are. And if I get too many, I just have to thin it out. These are really tiny. I think one drop there. Try it again. Let's try to close it up. I think the seed went over here. I think 2 seeds went in there. Well, that's all right. I'll just thin it out if that's the case. Makes it easy just to seal it up though. This little tool, that's helpful. I think I sealed that one up. I can't even remember. I'm going to go ahead and water on the top because I want to make sure that these seeds are moisturized, and even though I will be bottom watering, I do want to make sure that they are getting moisturized from the top. So that also tends to help the seeds to germinate. But when the light comes on, you really don't want to have a lot of water at the top, just because it can cause algae to grow if there's a lot of water exposure at the top. But also bottom watering is just really helpful because the cells just wick the water up and it only takes what it needs. And anything that's extra you can dump out. But at least when I'm just getting these seeds going, similar to when I do microgreens, I just want to make sure that it's pretty moisturized at the top and that the seeds are getting wet so that they're able to properly, you know, just to help encourage germination a little bit quicker. I will be using a heat mat that came with this Grow Friend kit. And then I will be, actually my experiment is to be putting this out in the garage area, which is cool. In my basement it is cool, but I just really want to see if I can save on time with hardening off the plants, which is basically getting it acclimated from indoors to outdoors and getting it acclimated to the weather. So if you're starting indoors and you're bringing your plants outside, you have to harden them off or they may not survive the transition into that climate outdoors. But with me starting in the garage, there will still need to be some hardening off, but I'm hoping that it won't be as long as if I were to start it indoors because it will already be used to that cold temperature. This thing covers it up, really neat. I'm excited to use this. Seals it up, got the lights, ventilation can still happen. I just can close it, open it. If this video was helpful, go on and give me a thumbs up, a like, start following my channel. I'd love to have you a part of this. I will have plenty of videos. My videos range from so many different things. It's not just one thing, one topic, one idea. I talk about healthy eating. We get into gardening, seed starting, composting. I like to interview other gardeners. This channel is more than just one thing. But we're just very, very, very focused on growing, eating, and taking care of yourself, self-care. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and just remember to grow leafy, and I will see you all next time. Bye.